What's up, everybody? My name is Game Over, and welcome back to Tales of Algerath. I'm your Dungeon Master, and today we have a very small party today. Say hello, my lovely adventurers.
What's poppin'?
So today, Nimble is going to be arriving late, and Mino is off doing something today. So for today, we have a very small party, but that's all right because I actually planned for, well, not this, but this actually works out for me because now I know which people to put through the thing that I'm about to do, and everything will make sense. So don't worry, everything's going to work out now. So, are you guys ready to jump back in to Tales of Algerath?
Yeah, Kane, I sent you a simple little link.
Everybody, everybody, please meet me in the campaign chat room. And there we go. With everyone here, it is time to continue. So, last time on Tales of Algerath, you guys helped a nearby village solve their problems where the Kingdom of Justice was trying to take over that part of the kingdom, that part of Algerath. And Leroy got to do some actually, no, screw Leroy. Everyone got to do some well-deserved justice to Leroy's father's killer. And Kane got the Kamui sword.
Yeah, the Kamui.
So, you guys have now entered a mysterious cave that a map from the Kingdom of the Sky you got from the Kingdom of the Sky that should have the lost artifact that you're looking for. That's not how you spell it. It is this. That's how you spell it.
The Kamui. Yeah, exactly. That's the Kamui.
You guys have now entered a cave that the map from the Kingdom of the Sky has led you to in order to find the lost artifact. Upon entering the cave,
Raiders of lost artifact.
You guys have found writing on the wall. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to change the writing that I said last time a little bit, so then you guys can actually understand what you're meant to do, because I don't think that I have made it obvious enough.
Wouldn't this be called
Sorry, we're good.
Raiders of the Lost Artifact?
Raiders of the Lost Artifact?
Yeah. I've got advantage on stuff in caves.
Oh yes, I forgot. He is a cave dweller.
Bro, he's a cave panther.
Alright. So the thing that is written on the walls that I think Mino read out last session was accept the truth, reject lies.
It was Leroy. Leroy Esram.
Fun? Okay. It's Leroy or me who read this. Last session, Mino read this and told everybody.
No, it was Leroy who read it and messed around.
Ah, okay. I thought that it was Mino. I apologize. On the wall, written on the wall, it says, "Accept the truth, reject lies. This cave and your dreams are not meant to be." Upon you reading this,
It's a freaking Wayback Machine.
Upon you guys reading this and entering the cave further, mist begins to envelop you all. to the point where you can barely see your hand in front of your face. And then the mist gets stronger to the point where you literally can't see a single thing. Now, we're going to go from top to bottom. Fang, you find when the mist finally clears, you find yourself not in a cave, not in anywhere in Algerath. You know this place all too well as the training ground where you trained with your master to become as strong as you are now. Yeah.
Damn, look at that shit, bro. Oh my god.
Kane and Leroy are nowhere around you.
They are building a fossil. They're gone. We abandoned you.
Then that's training ground. You can see what looks like.
He's a Spartan.
You can see three. You can see 5 training dummies. 3 of them are standing up straight, while 2 of them are torn to shreds. And I mean splinters everywhere. The dummy head of the training guard is somehow flipping across the training yard.
I knew Fang was a Spartan.
I think he was Spartan. Now the question is if he is Spartan 1, Spartan 2, or Spartan 3.
I go pick up the head. Upon picking up the head at closer inspection, you can see that the sort of face that the head has been crafted in has scratches all over it, to the point where the face is unrecognizable. On the back of it, it has the initials of AC.
Conditioner?
I go check the other dummies. The other dummy that was torn to shreds is sort of in the exact same manner, just a little bit differently destroyed. The other 2 training dummies are completely untouched, but still have the initials AC on the back of their heads. The dummies are kind of they kind of look like scarecrows when you actually pay close attention to them. Just instead of looking like they just have hay coming out of themselves, it looks like they just have a bag covering where their body should be, with 2 sticks kind of going out the sideways to make it look like they're T-posing, with a head that is made out of plastered mache. Yes, AC.
I think that was in character. I think that was in character, you know, like him asking himself.
Oh, sorry. Upon you saying AC, you hear a voice behind you. Good evening, Fang. Doing some midday training, I see. You can roll history. Fang, if you want to, you can roll history for AC before you turn around.
Bruh. King this path. King was. He was out there vibing with Master Chief before being reborn in Algerath.
24. Okay. With that roll, you are able to remember that the Assassin's Guild that you joined to train with your master. I'm correct, right? I'm not stuffing this up. You are an assassin and you were training with your master? I just need to recheck because I read your backstory once. Cool. I just read your backstory once, so I was scared that I was stuffing this up. So the Assassin's Guild, that you joined, to train with your master, it doesn't have a name. The AC doesn't stand for anything. The name of the Assassin's Guild is literally just AC. So then it avoids anybody finding out what this is, because if any equipment were to be left behind, the only thing that they would see is AC, and it would throw the people off the trail of what the Assassin's Guild is, because they would be looking for a guild that actually has a full name instead of an anagram. Little did they know that the Assassin's Guild's name is just an anagram. So, clever assassins trickery. Upon you memorizing this, you hear that voice saying, hello, Fang, getting into midday training. And upon you turning around, it is your master, your mentor. His hands are kind of behind his back. He's wearing what most would believe to be it looks like it's a tuxedo until you look closer, where you can see his multiple belts strapped around his chest, but underneath the tuxedo. You can tell that all the belts underneath probably have all of his weapons in case he ever needs to get into a fight all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Please, the formalities are not needed for the rank that I'm about to pass on to you. Everybody in the guild has been talking about you, how your skills are virtually unmatched by most people in our guild, and they've all come to an agreement. They wish for you to be the next leader of AC.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed dog.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Assassin's Creed.
Just in shock.
Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection.
I can understand that this is probably a lot to take in at first, but we all hope that you take up the job.
Psych.
No, we are not advertising the Assassin's Creed game. They don't need it. People are already buying the Assassin's Creed game. I just need to something before I can do so.
Oh, I said Assassin's
Understood. I will leave you to do such things. And
Alright,
and Master Leo turns around and starts walking back into the main hall of the AC Guild.
Wait, is this Master Leo the Leo bandit? Or two different Leos?
No, that was Bandit Leo. Fang Pru Master is Master Leo.
Dude, I love it when my interdimensional cat looks at me directly.
They're cousins.
They're cousins. But
they're cousins. Master Leo and Bandit Leo go out for brunch every now and then.
Are you sure that cat is not an angel?
no, it's my interdimensional cat, dude. It came from another dimension.
Theoretically, angels are also interdimensional. Also demons.
So, Fang, left alone in the training ground, what do you want to do?
Why does its bottom right eye look like it has two eyes in one eye?
Because it does.
Why?
Because it's cool.
No, it's not. It looks more. It's just weird that it has two in one eye.
Yeah.
The left eye is great. The left
Gather,
side is great, but the right
gather
side is just
information.
weird.
Okay. With there not being any people around, I would suggest going into the main hall. However, this is how you do things, so. I don't know, you just dig into the ground and pull out a mole just to ask, hey, how's it going? What's happening here? Could I try calling my owl? Sure, you can call your owl. Upon calling your owl, several minutes go by where nothing happens. Your owl never shows up. And upon constantly waiting, it gets to the point where you realize your owl is not coming. I go in. Okay. Upon entering the main hall of the AC Guild, you can see that, as to your memory, the whole inline looks like it's made out of gold. If it wasn't for the fact that you knew that it was plastered over with gold paint, it would look like you could literally steal this entire house, give it to a seller, and you would be rich for the rest of your life. It's basically a sort of square box where at the top of this square box there are stairs leading upwards. There's sort of church windows above those stairs, and then the stairs kind of go left and right to more stairs that keep on going up to the higher floors. On the left and right side of the box part of the main hub, there are 3 doors that all go to the exact same place. They just did that because it looks good design-wise, I guess. You know that the DM is just making it up as he goes along when he starts making fun of his own design choices.
We're finally getting some Fang Prue plot development.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think that the Fang Pru plot development would come now. I thought it would come somewhere else, but I don't know. Apparently, we're doing this first.
Turns out he was a god all along. We just didn't know it.
That reminds me of another person, Limpton T, who was meant to be in this D&D campaign, where his goal was literally to kill all the gods because they were apparently weak.
What the
I thought it
heck?
was just to make his T Empire and make England.
Alright, you guys were gonna make Britain.
You guys were gonna make Britain?
Yeah, because Lipton Tea's whole entire thing is that he drinks tea. Is there something I can see my reflection in? The floor is made out of, it's sort of a reflective coating, where basically it reflects everything that's looking at it from above. Like, it's kind of that glossy, you can sort of see your reflection, but also see the patterns on the floor sort of gloss. Upon looking down, you can't see yourself. However, you can see everyone else's reflections walking around, following them.
Memes is a Jedi, bro.
So to clarify, there are people walking around you. The people that are currently walking around you are most likely junior assassins learning the ropes. They're probably not even into their second or third year as an assassin, which usually takes about 3 just to get the basic idea of what you need to do.
So that means this guy is their senpai. Feng is their senpai.
If we were in Japan, and Japan exists at the moment, yes.
Or they're upperclassmen, I guess.
Seniors.
No, they would be junior, since they are younger.
Yeah, I'm talking about Fang here.
Yeah.
So you're technically saying it's a freaking assassin high school.
Essentially, yes. That if we were to dumb it down, yes, it's an assassin high school.
It's assassin school. Woo! Alright, your goal is to assassinate the teacher. We only have like 2 teachers. I wonder why. The only 2 teachers that survive. Imagine if you graduate. Imagine if you graduate, you actually have to kill a teacher to graduate.
Assassin School Musical. It's about time to let it go. It's the best part that everyone knows. It's time to kill our student clones.
Bruh.
Don't mind me, I'm just being stupid.
Banguru. Pangfru. Rup gang.
Who knows? There could be a lich in secretly.
Action.
Mina,
Fighting? You just don't know it.
we get to the end of this campaign. You guys have beaten Ferlin and Tilith, and then Mino just tears off her skin and says, "I was a lich the whole time."
What the fuck?
Is this a memory or illusion thinking?
It's an infusion.
Since he has the ring of mind children, no one can know his creature type.
How does that help in this situation?
It doesn't.
Oh, so wait. Who has the ring of my shield?
While wearing this ring, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type.
That's the thing.
Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it.
Alright, listen. Who's wearing this ring?
Leroy.
Fang.
Oh, okay. So I could kill Leroy and turn him into Siri by fucking killing him, letting his soul go into the ring, putting the ring on so he can talk in my head. I'll be like, "Hey Leroy, what's the time of day?" And Leroy would like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, it's 12." Turns Leroy into Siri. Hell yeah.
Also, he has a cloak of protection, which gives him 1 AC and +1 to saving throws.
I know.
Pretty handy.
Pretty handy, especially for lower levels.
I try using Thunderclap.
Thunder.
Okay. Mind giving me the rules for Thunderclap up on screen? Otherwise, I have to go looking through. Otherwise, I have to go looking through the D&D book to read all the rules.
Alright, bottom line is just clap really hard and deal damage.
Yeah, makes sense. Thunderclap.
Yeah, there you go.
Avery. Okay. You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. Okay.
I like how you can. Yeah, shit, dude.
Alright, so basically what you're doing is you're using Thunderclap, and every single person within a 100-mile radius has to make a Constitution saving throw.
No. The damage range is only an area of 5 feet.
Ah, okay. So basically no one. But people can hear it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So upon
Not hitting anybody?
So upon using Thunderclap, it works just as you thought it would, creating an electrical blast coming from the connection between your hands. It immediately disperses and then disappears into the world around you. However, the mere sound from your booming clap makes all of the junior assassins stop and look at you. Then after about 5 minutes, there's like a couple people from outside who peek their head inside to see what the hell just happened. And then after a while, they all start clapping at Fang Peru.
Bro, this man clapped his cheeks too hard.
Imagine you cast that spell while in the bedroom.
I mean, that would be... Maybe not.
So yeah, they all just start clapping at Fang Peru.
Now, do they start regular clapping or they start thunder clapping?
What do you mean? They start thunderclapping? Obviously, no, they start normal clapping.
Okay, I was just asking, you know? Just like a barrage of like sound waves of so many people thunder clapping.
I think that would cause an earthquake.
Ooh, this song is pretty nice.
Mr. M, you put that in chit chat. You're supposed to put that in.
Okay, something is wrong here in a low voice. Okay.
Yeah, put in the campaign. That's chit chat. We don't do campaign and chit chat.
You're mixing up the things.
Yeah.
And
We have a system here, Fang, for obvious use.
Yeah, same, bro, same.
So after a while of clapping, all the juniors continue what they were doing, going to their classes and whatever.
Bet you they really like it. They're like, wow, he's so cool.
I go to my room. The layout of the main hub of the AC Guild is exactly as you remember, and after a while, you manage to get to your room, which is on the right wing, on the 73rd door, is your room. Upon entering your room, it's exactly as you remember it. 3 knives still in the wall from when you first got this room and you tried playing darts with a pitcher. A bed that's almost completely torn to shreds with the weird way that you sleep. How you used to like have your claws out as you sleep and eat the bed. Apart from that, there's like barely anything in the room.
Baller.
I close the door. Doors closed. I try to communicate with my Patreon. Okay. Can you please roll? I need to get my other USB. It's my other one.
Does he secretly have Fang Poo's Patreon on with you?
No, I just need to check to see, like, I need to see what he could possibly roll.
Possibly. Keyword. Possibly.
Character sheet. Refresh. Why aren't you opening? Stupid.
Minotaur.
Okay. I would say roll, wisdom. Let's just go with wisdom. Roll wisdom.
Bro, Mecca.
He is. Mad.
Mr. Champ. A champ and Mr. Mime combined would make Mr. Champ.
I need to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Watch the abridged. It's so much better.
Bruh, no it isn't.
It's funny. It's just funnier and much more easy to understand.
Bruh. The original is the original for original reasons.
I've seen all of One Piece. I've seen all of just Wisdom. Just Wisdom. I've seen all of One Piece. I've now finished watching Naruto. I need to watch Dragon Ball.
Let me see. Finished all Dragon Ball, finished all Naruto. Still watching One Piece, but I'm talking about like the new outgoing.
Yeah, obviously, I understand.
Also reading the manga because I'm that kind of scrub where I do both. Watch all the Bleach. It was a pain in the ass, but you know, it was Bleach.
Guess what? Bleach is getting a new season next year.
Hooray. Okay, 21. 21.
Are you? Oh wait, I forgot that Fang Crew has the ability to mitigate the nat 1 if he has a certain rogue ability.
Okay, so, Fang Pru, after a while you begin to hear a voice. Hello, Fang Pru. I'm sensing something wrong with your body. It doesn't seem to be active at the moment. What's up?
He's dead. Oh shit. He
It's
died.
kind of surprising because his patron is he's supposed to be afraid of it, but the patron sounds chill as frick.
Wait, really? Frank is supposed to be his patron?
Fang Pru's patron is a literal cat.
He's the fucking cat.
I'm surprised he's so chill.
Yes, your consciousness is still alive. However, your body doesn't seem to be responsive to any of your neural network.
Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh.
Mr. M, get the fuck.
I'm afraid that being a patron doesn't mean that I can control the neural network of my warlocks, to say.
I mean, depending, you know,
They can control the magic that's flowing through their warlocks. They can't control the warlock's body. Unless it's like one of those fiends who they give magic to their patron by giving them a demonic body part or something. In which case, all they can do is just add and take body parts. Can you make me cast Blink? Will that help? Mind, I need to get Blink up.
You just blink. He closes one.
Yeah, he doesn't have the cast. He can cast it 8 times on the sorcery item.
Alright. Roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear in an ethereal plane. The spell fails and the casting is wasted if you were already on that plane. Okay. I understand.
You smart.
I need to get into my patron voice again. I can, but I don't see how that would work. I mean, you are still an Algerath.
So wait, is Blink a level 2 spell? Oh no, it's a 3rd level.
Considering that I imagine patrons can use level 9 spells, I'm pretty sure we're fine. Patrons are...
I remember him giving him a spell storing item or glyph of warding to Mr. M. I think it was Blink.
Then how do I become continuous again? I'm afraid with that I do not know the answer. Perhaps explain the scenario to me and I might be able to figure something out.
I can't wait to reach level 13.
Bro, apparently there exists a theory that Uchi, fucking, what's his fucking face?
Sasuke?
No. There's a fucking theory that Toby is Sasuke from the future.
But wait, I'm guessing that theory happened before they revealed it that because Obito.
Yeah, I know. They suck at it. It's like a meme. It's like an old meme.
I explained that we entered the cave, what we read, and what happened till now. Well, what it seems to me is that you're under. Oh, wait, give me a second.
He's under a Genjutsu.
Yo, I can't wait till I have chemical mastery.
Alright, I'm back. Time for me to continue. So, your patron says, well, it seems to me that you are under the effects of a hallucination with some very specific rules. The rules being that it seems that it's going to show you what you desperately want to be. However, in order to keep your body active again, you have to reject what you most desire.
Damn, he just spelled it out for you.
Oops, wrong character. Well, thank God I have not rolled anything.
Anytime. And with that, you feel your connection to your Patreon slip and fade away.
Susanoo's or
Upon you saying that, you hear a knock at the door. It is Master Leo. May I come in?
Leroy.
Yeah.
How do you spell me?
Upon
How do you spell me?
Meat or leaf?
Me.
upon you saying yeah, sure. The door opens and two people walk in. One of them being Master Leo, and the other one you know as the Chancellor, one of the Chancellors of the kingdom you are currently residing in. His name is Chancellor Beneth.
Why do you ask me how to spell me?
Just answer the question. It's an innocent question. I don't see what you're afraid of.
Well, which version you want me to spell it? The Spanish version or the English version?
English.
Yeah, I'm going with the Spanish. Am I?
No.
Upon you saying hello, Chancellor, Master Leo puts his hand up and says, "Now, you do not need to be so formal with him. For the chance of, you are going to be taking his place. You see, for years now, no one has actually known that the Chancellor is actually the head of the Assassin's Guild.
Oh god, the master assassin. He was hidden under fucking plain sight all over.
With the leader of the Assassin's Guild being one of the heads of this entire kingdom, we are able to gain information that almost any other Assassin's Guild can never get. So, with the leader being the head of the kingdom, we are able to also make a couple of rules that allow us to move silently and conduct our work.
I think I have ways to prevent this from affecting me.
Upon Fang Pru saying, "I don't believe I'm ready for this," Master Leo says, "Of course you are. You have trained longer than any other student that is currently here at this assassin school, and you have gained a higher form of strength than any other assassin here. For your age, you should still be in junior level."
Means you suck, Majesty. Oh, what is it?
Upon you saying that, he doesn't respond.
Because the DM doesn't know.
I'm older than time. I am the primordial. Hang of old and new. Don't tell me. I just monologue something great for Fang and then I know.
Fang, upon you asking what is my age, you begin to hear a fuzzing sound. Like a sort of distorting, fuzzy sound. And yeah, I think you understand what I mean. The distorting sound continues and begins to get louder.
Fang is asking the real question out here.
Alright. Bro, this guy is a legend.
Upon you asking that, your master looks down and cannot answer you.
Can't ask him the real questions.
I could tell Fang exactly what he needs to do in order to stop all this, but I kind of want him to kind of accidentally stumble upon the answer or figure it out for himself.
This better not be another door thing.
Or it's like you weren't supposed to do anything.
I mean, technically, I already told you guys what to do.
Yeah, just refuse it. Gee, just say I don't want it. It's like I'd be like,
No, me and Tank don't.
I really genuinely wonder what the DM's gonna throw at that thing.
But that's the thing. Nimble and Mino aren't here.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I'm gonna throw. Well, Nimble, if I get through you and Leroy, Nimble will just come in and not know what's going on. But then next session, only Mino will be left, and only Mino will not know the answer of how to stop all this.
Kinda true. Kinda true.
Also, I think I already have 2 ways to help this.
Honestly, Kane, you gave me such little, like, information about your character that whatever I come up with, it will fit with your character anyway.
Bruh.
Fang Pru, mind telling me how you refuse this world? Are you just mentally going, I do not accept this? Or are you actually saying, I refuse this world? Both. Okay. Upon you saying this, your master and the chancellor both vanish into dust. And the world around you begins to become obscenely bright. Blinding, in fact. And with that, Kane,
Yeah.
you wait. When you, after the mist finally clears, you find yourself in a very familiar place.
Oh boy.
You find yourself in the underground base of the organization that kidnaps minotaurs. But you're not. But you are not. You're not just anywhere in that base. You are in Bandit Leo's main office.
Oh gosh. Long time no see.
You are There's no one in that room.
Oh really? Fuck, I thought he was there.
Nope. You're just in his office.
I was just well, it's been quite a while. I haven't been in this room forever.
What is your passive perception?
1 million. No, let me actually check it. Abilities and ascendancy. My passive perception is of 90.
Okay, cool. You were able to see a name column on the desk. You know those little name things that you put on the desk, and it's just like the name of who owns this desk. You're able to see one of them on the desk, and you are surprised to see that on it says your name.
Alright, in character, just like, look at that. That's a joke, right? Clearly, this is not where I go to work and like pick it up. This is nowhere near what the old man would have wanted me. And I throw it in the trash.
Alright.
Yeah. I look around, is there anything else?
The office kind of looks exactly as you envisioned it would. The window leading to the acid pool that's outside of the window for torture things. The sort of constant wall pictures of paintings that Bandit Leo has stolen over the years.
Let me give a little more context on this, Mr. M. The Kane from the past would have wanted this. the Kane from the future, which is current Kane, is nowhere near desirable of this outcome. Like, you just, legitimately doing what you did back then caused so much
Okay,
hurt.
okay, everybody who's Fangbrew and Leroy who's listening to this, you're probably thinking, well, the DM didn't really listen to his backstory, did he? Otherwise, he would have made something that made more sense. Let me read you exactly what Kane sent me for his character. For his character, he gave me this background. My character has a dramatically sad background.
Yeah. Dramatically sad. I feel like undesires. You could probably approach. I would totally work with you on that.
That is all he gave me. He didn't come up with where he came from. He said, I am from Molten, and I have a very sad background. I'm the one who gave him the fact that he was from the organization.
Wait, give me a moment. I think we're...
You gave me literally nothing, and I made everything up as I went along. So excuse me if Kane doesn't seem like the type of person who wanted this. This is literally all I had, because I don't know where he's from, I don't know how he grew up, I don't know who his family is. I just know that he has a dark background. And I don't even know what that dark background is.
Give me a second. I'm trying, attempting to...
It's dark like his coffee.
No, I actually wrote it down, but it wasn't even for the DM. I actually came up with this later, and I showed someone else. Give me a second.
Kane's not even Batman. He's the Lego Batman. He's comedically dark.
Comedically dark. Excuse me. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up. I think you can get this. Let me give you a bridge version.
What would Leroy be?
His doings, and his mistakes caused the death of his brother.
Why didn't you send me this? Why didn't you send me this?
Yeah, sorry.
Why'd you give me absolutely no information about your backstory at all, and then go ahead and make this and not show me?
Wait, give me a second.
I feel the pain in his voice.
I also realized that what I probably should have done is one by one take you guys into the chit chat room by yourselves to do the cave thing, so then none of you could know the answer. I probably should have done that. That would have been a much clever way to do it. Okay. I see how I can get better.
I just noticed who Leroy could be.
Let me put it on.
You are glitching like crazy, my friend.
You see nothing, really?
No, your voice is glitching like crazy.
Give me a moment. Alright. I think I'm good now. But if you can open that little file that I sent, that should it's a brief backstory that he would have shared with Charlotte at some point.
Could Kane's brother be Sokka? Sokka from Avatar?
Oh my god, I have so... God, so much reading! I'm not doing that now. For now you have this. Congratulations.
Wait, can you even see it? That isn't like...
Yes, I can see it, but I'm not gonna spend the rest of this D&D group session reading. So you're in. So we're sticking with the band leader of the organization. We're sticking with that. Next time, give me your character backstory.
You could have approached me with this. Like, hey, I'm helping on your character. You know, you think you can help me out with some context?
Give
It
me a.
doesn't hurt to approach. You want me to help?
So Kane, what do you do?
What do I do? I already told you to look around, and you told me there was a bunch of like what would be Leo.
Basically, yeah, there's like a bunch of paintings that Bandit Leo have stolen over the years.
The Mona Lisa be one of them.
The Mona Lisa.
None of you realized the hint that I was doing with the Mona Lisa. None of you noticed the hint. We're in medieval times, and we're in medieval times, so how could Leonardo da Vinci be alive at this moment?
Wait, didn't you always said that a friend of his friend Da Vinci made it?
Yes, I know, but I was like, well, it's already screwed now. May as well not point it out. The hint was that the mansion was in existence in between time.
Alright. Back to campaign.
Yes.
I will leave the room.
You leave the room and immediately are shown the entire underground organization area where there are like a bunch of minotaurs still encaged and trapped. Mino's parents are still there. And Mino himself is in a cage all by himself.
Oh, that's cute. Alright, so you see that everyone else is there, right? Bandit Leo and like the other workers and shit, right?
Bandit Leo's not there. There's just every single other worker.
So I would walk to the biggest cage with the most amount of minotaurs.
Okay. That's the cage and grounds.
Alright. I will approach gently and I will be like, good evening.
The minotaurs are like desperately scratching to get to the back of their cages away from you.
Of course they are. I know this might be quite painful for you, but there's something that you must understand, and that is that in time, your freedom will be restored. Page. Okay. Alright, in time, your freedom. And what I will do, I will like unsheath Kamui and fucking slice the lock open.
You do not have Kamui.
Oh shit, fine, I have my canes. I'll break the lock open.
You still have your chain, so you can break the lock open.
Yeah, exactly, thought so. Damn, it would have been cool if it was Kamui, but alright. So you want me to roll anything or break it?
Roll strength.
Alright, brute strength. That's the way we're going. Alright, 28.
Okay, with a 28, you can definitely break the lock. Able to just unsheath your chain and kind of just snap the top part of the lock where the sort of oval is kind of connecting the lock. It falls onto the ground, and the door immediately swings open. That is one cage with one Minotaur free, with 10 bajillion others still encaged.
Alright. The next thing I'm doing is I'm gonna go around swinging left and right, opening cage after cage until everyone is free.
Alright, I'll say roll dexterity with strength.
Alright. That'd be crappy. On chat. Gosh, it doesn't work here. Alright, do aberrate.
It's gonna be Leroy's movement speed in the future. For only an hour.
Alright. This is strength. 25 on strength. Dex. Come on, Hackro. Alright, let me... My Acro's a little... At the moment.
Ooh.
So, 25 strength and 14 yeah. Oh, not extra. I mean, I'm hoping the other Minotaur are helping, right? Right?
I mean, I would imagine that each Minotaur that I'm imagining that you're like, you jump into the air and start doing backs, flips, and spins as your chains just whip around, just chopping all of the,
Awesome. Alright, so are the other Minotaurs helping? Question?
Again, I imagine that you jump into the air and start doing spins in the air while your chains are spinning around in random directions, just chopping locks off.
Alright, fine. There you go. Well, I'll take it.
So what did you get?
I told you there was I got a for
You're lagging.
for what's that?
You're lagging. Type it.
Oh,
Type it in. Tap it.
for strength, I got a 20. And for dexterity, I got 14.
Okay, cool. With both of that, I can definitely say that you do, in fact, succeed with both. I didn't hear what your strength was fully, but it did succeed. And so... And so... You're able to chop off all of the... You're able to chop off all the locks.
Epic battle against Lake.
You're able to chop off all of the locks on the gates. And as they all fall to the ground, all the Minotaurs all of a sudden start running free.
Great.
Upon all of the Minotaurs running free, you feel a very sharp pain in your chest. You take 15 force damage.
Oh shit. From, if I may ask?
Force damage.
Yeah, from where's the force coming from?
You feel a sharp pain in your chest.
Yeah, do I see the sharp pain in my chest?
You don't see it, you can just feel it.
I'm messing with the past. Turns out it was I who freed the slaves all along.
Fangpro points out, why would you expect to see the pain?
Oh, because
I see the pain. I am the pain.
I was expecting
pain.
for there is a fucking massive sword running through your.
Nope.
That's what I was expecting.
Well, I guess apparently no, that's not a thing.
Yeah. Alright, I will go to like Mino's.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are you doing?
Mino, hey, if he's still there.
Mino's cage. Okay. Upon going to Mino's cage, it is actually Mino, as you remember Mino before. However, Mino has this really hateful look towards you.
I will look at him and I'll be like, yeah, I would hate myself too. I will like open the chain and be like, go on. I feel like you're not one.
Mino comes out of the cage, looks towards you, and says, "Why are you doing this?"
The why I can't explain, but I think the things I've seen do not balance against the I've done. I hope it can give myself a little amends indeed.
Mino looks at you and then runs off.
Right.
You feel another sharp pain in your chest. Another 15
Yeah.
force damage.
Now 15. Alright, now it's time to go full on murder sicko mode, and now I get to
So are you gonna just start attacking all of the organization members?
No. I mean, actually, you know what? Attacking the organization members? Yeah, sure. I'll go down swinging.
Okay. I'm not gonna do an entire battle with you attacking organization members for a reason.
It's cool, yeah. For obvious reasons, you know. It's like in that building, there should have been like so much people.
For every member of the for every organizational member that you cut down, you end up feeling another sharp pain in your chest. It continues to grow and grow. After 5 minutes, you have officially taken 55 force damage.
Right, so this is obviously not supposed to do.
Whoa.
Alright, how much total damage was that?
55.
55? Ah, should have taken another bed. Any of them left?
There are tons of them left.
Alright, I'll keep killing. Oh, actually, wait, this isn't the top. Give me a second. Is my brother still alive?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Mino in his face.
That's no.
This is why I feel like I need to point out things to my players, because I don't think Kane gets the hint yet.
Kane gets to what? I mean, my character is clearly based for several reasons. If you can't pinpoint how to hurt him, you can't hurt him, right?
So what do you do?
Alright, I slice and dice people. Hopefully, if I'm done with them, I will leave the facility and go to my father's old steel shop. He is a blacksmith.
After another 5 minutes, you end up taking 30 force damage.
That makes sense. It makes sense. I'm still somewhat healthy, though.
Hmm.
You know, I'm a chunky fighter level. Do I make it to my father's place?
You do end up making it to your father's place. On the way there, it seems as though the Kingdom of Molten is completely back to normal. Everything that happened prior to everyone shutting down the organization on everything, it seemed as though everything was just reset back to normal.
Makes sense. Let me give you a little personality summarizing King's father. King's father is a blacksmith, buff build, big beard, kind of like a dwarven big beard, but he's not a dwarf, he's a human. He is completely disappointed in what Kane is doing, and does not approve of what he has done. Kane's brother was involved with the organization a little bit, but he was a good bear, you know? Kane was like a black sheep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So, in a sense, his father is not kind to him, in the sense of like,
if he's there, he will feed him and stuff, like a father would do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like he's doing it pleasantly. He's like, you're here again, fucking and doing shit, and I don't want you here, but you're here.
Okay.
He makes it there. He will open the door. He will go in. If his father does. Not like he doesn't know how to go in.
Upon you entering, you are able to immediately see your father sitting at the kitchen table with a flippin' humongous glass of what you can only guess to be straight beer.
Yeah, that's my dad right there. I'll go. It's like, hey dad, I'm back. I did something today that I hope would make you proud.
And what in devil's name would you ever do that would make me proud of you?
I tried to do. I did something for the good of the Minotaur. I have freed the Minotaur. I was hoping that this part makes you see that there is good in me, and just like evil, I am able to do things past my own selfish desires.
If you wish to lie to me, at least say something believable. I doubt that working so hard to get to the top branch in that flippin' organizational chain, you would just waste it all now.
But I've seen things, Father. I've grown as a person, and I only hope to atone for my doings. All I want is that's the only thing I want is for you to see that there is something more than a failure in me.
He continues staying silent as he drinks his beer.
I expected as much. I just didn't know.
I'm gonna lie, this song actually kind of fits the moment.
Dad, Ricky. Yeah. I mean, that's his dad in a nutshell, not gonna lie. Alright. Give me a second. Look, I'll find a way to make you proud, alright? Just hang in there a little more.
He scoffs to himself and continues staying silent.
Alright. In out-of-character manner, this is what he wants, bro. He wants the recognition of his father.
Okay.
This is what he truly desires. His brother is dead, but his father... Yeah, if they save the kingdom, his father should have been there. His father should be still alive. Should still be alive, and that's all he's looking for, make the old man proud. Trying to go back on his wrongdoing. Let me see. I don't know actually if anything else would happen from here. I kind of expected like a different outcome. I expected him to be like, oh, sure, I'm very proud of this. Oh, you did it. So that was like, wait, this didn't happen.
That's because you haven't caught on to what's actually going on.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I kind of expected like a opposite reaction that way. He would have been like, that way. King would have been like, wait a minute. My father would never say this, especially to me. I'm not able,
So, what do you do now?
I don't know. I was kind of giving you a help here with he wants to be recognized by his dad. You know how they offered fucking King the thing he wanted? I mean, Fang Crew, I guess the thing he wanted? The whole point was to reject it. Well, I can't reject something that's not me.
Okay. I have not changed anything that was meant to happen. Everything that's happening now was meant to happen. No matter what you told me, this was gonna happen. Even if you told me that, there's a reason why this is what Cain desires.
He's gonna, after being defeated of not making all the crowd, he's gonna go back to the organization, back to the office.
If you want, I can give you a hint that will probably stop your character from dying.
Great, yeah. I would like that, actually.
Okay.
Stop your character.
Back when you were freeing all the minotaurs, it seemed as though every single time you freed a minotaur, your body or the world around you seemed to not like it. Or
Of course it
it seems as though that's not what was meant to happen. But you wished it to happen. But you wished it to happen, so it did.
Yeah. So it did. It allowed you. But guess what you gotta go do now?
Perhaps Cain's desire isn't to become the leader of the organization.
But the change is past. Dun, dun, dun.
But to change what he did. I'm just going to spell it out now. Maybe he desires to change what he did during the organization, or maybe have realized what he was doing before everything happened.
Yes.
I literally just put an apex goal.
So by Cain constantly saying the Minotaur's free and trying to fix his mistakes, he's giving in to his desires and the fantasy around him. May as well just spell it out because he's going to end up killing himself if I didn't.
Yeah, legitimately.
Like I was legit saying you were taking damage from them freeing you, and even that wasn't getting it through you.
No, that was the thing though. It's actually part of the character where it's like he wants to change the past. He wants to right his wrongs, you know?
Thank you. As you can see, I did things right. Now flippin', do what I know you're gonna do so we can move on.
What am I gonna do? Alright. He's gonna think to himself for a moment, it's like, as much as I want to change the past, it's not like I can. It's not the right call, because changing things might affect the future in unforeseen ways. As much as it hurts, the wrongs I've done are scars and wounds that will stick with me until the day I die. And he starts like ready his chain, and he starts running off in the direction where all the Minotaurs escaped.
As you run off to chase down the Minotaurs, the world around you becomes blinding. And with that, Leroy.
Yeah.
You wake up, or at least not wake up. The mist clears, and when the mist finally clears, you're in a familiar place. You're in your bedroom. Not the one from when you became an investigator, but the one from when you were a child.
I can hear again. Please tell me there was something important.
When the mist finally clears, you find yourself in your bedroom. Not the one from when you were an investigator, but the one from when you were a child.
Ah.
Also, you also kind of missed going back and catching all the fucking Minotaurs.
I remember that. I cast Detect Magic.
When you cast Detect Magic, you feel magic all around you. Literally everything is magic when you use Detect Magic.
I cast Spell Magic as well.
You cast Dispel Magic, yet nothing changes.
Yeah.
You are still in the world. You're still in the room of your childhood.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be that easy?
Well, I could cast Lesser Restoration, which removes a condition that's affecting me. You not think of that?
You hear a knock on your sliding doors.
I answer. I ask, "Who's there?"
It is me, Master Watson. Just here to remind you that your father requires you to come and do your sword training in about 5 minutes.
Sure, I'll be there. Just give me a few minutes.
Understood. You hear the sound of footsteps leaving the outside of your room.
What would happen if I were to say no to meeting him?
You see, this is why I should have taken people into a separate room.
Because first I was hit by fog, and 2 I was led to this room, and 3 I remember the writing on the wall which said about my past or that I wanted most. Maybe it's something telling me that it's wanting me to see what I most want. Cheeky little cave. I go meet him.
You open the sliding doors and head down the hallway. You know exactly where the training ground is, considering that this was your old home. Upon entering the training ground, your mind causes you to have a flash of that day that your father died. Like, it just flashes, everything's on fire and your dad's on the ground, and then goes back to looking at the training ground. Your father is in the middle of the training ground, sword in hand, with a training dummy.
So you called me here for sword practice?
Indeed. However, for today, I think you have trained enough in order to use a real sword instead of those wooden ones. Choose your weapon. He puts his hand out towards a table that is completely enveloped by weapons. You are also able to tell that the sword he is carrying is the exact same sword that the samurai, as the samurai sword that Kane took from the dead samurai.
Oh shit, no. Okay.
I know
Hey,
what
yo.
I'm gonna do.
Later, it's like, hey, yo, that's
I'm gonna make my...
Give me.
I'm gonna...
So, Leroy, what are you going to do?
Could I try blacksmithing on the with the weapons on the table to see if I can create myself something great?
Considering that you do not have that,
No?
nowhere around you are the tools necessary to
No.
do any blacksmithing? No.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. I thought Discord lagged again. Also, is there a gun on the table?
No.
I think because they say.
And you can also notice that all of
as
your weapons are
as
gone.
As age you get less, and then I think
Yep.
it goes up again when you're 17.
Did you hear me?
A little bit.
There are no guns on the table. And you can also tell that all of your weapons are gone as well. Hello? Why is everyone muted? I can hear Leroy fine.
Yeah, but I'm like, even the DM is silent.
Can you hear me?
The DM is silent. Something is happening.
Seriously?
He's plotting.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Do I exist? Hello?
That's weird, I can't hear him. Mute him?
Okay, seriously, Leroy, are you being serious right now?
Not muted.
Leroy, are you being... Leroy, I swear to God, if this is a joke, I'm gonna kill Watson.
No, Leroy can't hear you. I can. We can. Me and Mr. M can hear you. I don't know if Leroy can hear me.
Nobody better be lying because I'm really gullible.
Yo, can you can hear me?
You guys. I literally couldn't hear you guys.
Wait, you can hear us now?
Yes, on mobile.
Okay, well that's weird.
Is there a pistol on the table, or at least a ranged weapon?
There are no ranged weapons on the table, only swords. And you also have noticed that none of your weapons and equipment are with you currently.
Can I look for the lightest and sharpest weapon on the table?
The lightest weapon on the table is the sword to the furthest left. While all the other swords seem to be great swords, long swords, and short swords, you are able to tell that the one on the furthest is a samurai sword.
I grabbed that sword.
Your father says, "Interesting. Okay. Take up fighting position." He pulls out. He unsheaths Kamui. No, Fang Pro, I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to tell you what race the maid was.
I think my only the only thing I'm thankful for is I didn't have to look at the minotaur in the face at least while I was recapturing them.
Fine, Fang Pro. Fine, Fang Pro. The maid that was telling Leroy about the meeting, her race was a high elf.
That's super interesting now.
Anyway.
We shall not half elves.
Anyway, so Leroy, upon you grabbing the sword, your father tells you to take up fighting position, and he unsheaths Kamui, ready to begin fighting.
I get in a fighting position, but what I would learn, the type of fighting position I learned at the academy.
Okay. He says, "This is new. Have you been training with some of the others of the clan?"
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I developed a new technique. Maybe I didn't.
Well, keep your secrets. We shall see if those secrets help you. He begins to run at you, and he's going to take an attack.
I have uncanny dodge.
19.
It missed.
Wow, okay. Oh, right. Okay, yep, I understand now. Actually, wait, no. Proficiency. 24.
It just barely hit.
Yay! And with that, Kane already knows the rules for Kamui.
Wait, what'd you say?
11. You take 11 slashing damage. Kane already knows the rules for Kamui.
Half it.
So,
What's half of the one?
I guess 5.
You know, your technique is pretty great and all, but you have to move with the times. The old ways will never always protect you.
It is now your turn, Leroy.
I am going to be very sneaky and cast heat metal on my weapon.
Okay.
Make
Wouldn't that
it
make you
do
what?
extra damage.
Wouldn't that make you drop them?
Well, it's just a blade, not the freaking whole weapon.
I mean,
Or I could cast it on his weapon.
yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna cast it on his sword.
Okay. You cast it on his sword, however, if Kane remembers... Kane, can you please tell me the description of Kamui?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Give me one quick second. Let me go to Algerath and attack and Kamui.
Oh yeah, he has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so Cavern is alright, not that far. Alright. Alright, let me see. Damage roll. This is roll a d20. If what you roll is at least half of the
No, the description of what Kamui looks like.
Alright, if I remember correctly, is a red sheet with also the handle's kind of red, but it has like a red kind of like what is it like? It's a piece of cloth. It's like a hanging cloth from the hilt of the sword.
There is a velvet red
Yeah.
sort of cloth enveloping around the handle of the sword. I'm pretty sure that red velvet cloth is able to stop his hands from burning.
Nope, because the spell says specifically if a creature is holding or wearing an object.
You meant like the hilt of the sword wrapped in the red velvet. Oh,
Yes.
I see what you're trying to do. So this is basically like spell wording against DM's word. Like this is, you know, if we want to go into technicalities with the spell, you know, the spell leaves an area vague.
Yeah.
It says holding or wearing an object, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then there's the point where in real life logic, because with that sort of logic, I would say, yeah, Fang Pru can throw Kane 100 feet. But realistically, that can't happen. There's the part where we put realistic into D&D.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
that's
spell says it.
Yeah,
The
it's
spell
like
says
the spell says it. You know?
I understand that the spell says it. However, I am the dungeon master, and I'm going to invoke the dungeon master rule now that whatever I say goes. And what I say is that if you heat up the sword, only the metal part of the sword will heat up. Meaning, because he's holding on to the red velvet cloth part, he should be fine unless he touches metal. Fair enough?
But he still has disadvantage. I'm taking that.
He still has disadvantage. I will give him disadvantage.
And checks until the end, until the start of my turn.
And so, what?
And it was 10 rounds.
What else are you gonna do?
And I will use my bonus action to. Wait, it's a bonus action spell or.
Casting a spell is a bonus action. So you basically just used your bonus action.
And I use my hold my action to dodge. No, I use my hold action to attack him if he attacks me and succeeds.
Alright, so basically you're trying to do a counter.
Yes.
Makes sense. Okay. On his turn, he's going to turn around and go to attack you. That's a natural 20.
But it's disadvantage.
Yep, I know.
Also, roll in the bot. I don't trust that.
9, 14.
Roll in the bot. What?
14.
Missed.
Alright, cool. He misses. It's your turn now.
I guess that man's having 1v1 with his father.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack him with the weapon.
Alright, roll to hit. Not with proficiency, because actual you is not proficient with a sword.
Actually, I am.
You are proficient with a sword.
This is your past body. Does it transfer over? That is the question.
Alright, roll to hit. With proficiency, I guess.
Which would be a +6. Oh wait, yeah. I would just make it as like a dagger since I don't want to add something else to my character sheet and then delete it. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit. Roll damage.
How much does damage does the sword do?
If I remember, it is 4d6 for a samurai sword.
Yeah, regular sword is a D8. A long sword is like a longbow. They both do a D8.
Yeah.
He gets 11 damage dealt him.
Okay, 11 damage. He is abnormally damaged. He just immediately he's on his knee right now, but manages to get back up.
Bro, you like with a single strike damage him, he's like you almost killed the man.
He's lucky I didn't roll for sneak attack.
I mean, technically you should have. Oh wait, actually never mind. There's no ally. Yeah, there's no ally.
Or I don't have advantage.
Yeah. Which sucks to see. I feel like
Alright.
the DM should roll, like, the DM should make a rule, it's like you can't get advantage against your parents.
So,
Like a home rule, it's like,
Actually, I know sneak attack.
is there anything else you want to do?
I was gonna say something very evil.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Like,
Yes, Fang Pru, you can. Yes, Fang Pru, you can go to sleep. Considering that. Thank you for joining the stream, Fang. So Leroy, is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action to dodge, so it has disadvantage.
Okay.
Attack.
But you do realize that D&D rules state that you can't have double disadvantage.
yeah.
Alright. He is now going to try and attack you again.
Unless
17 plus 5. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
miss.
Alright. He is going to use a second attack. That's a miss. It is your turn now.
Should I do the forbidden technique?
Forbidden technique.
I don't wanna be evil.
Just do it.
You know what? Fuck it.
Play it how you want to play it.
Okay. I'm gonna kick him in the child maker.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. With unarmed strike.
18.
18. That's a miss.
Aww. I cast Sanctuary then.
Alright. He is now... He can't target you, can he? Oh, wait. You got an 18. That's a natural one, so no. He is now going to spend his entire turn readying an action. Your turn again.
He must do a wisdom save if he wants to attack me.
Okay, wisdom save. Natural 20.
He has disadvantage to.
Alright.
Sweet.
19 plus 3, so 20, 21, 22.
Dang it, he passed my DC.
Yay, he goes to attack you. That's a natural 1. He
trips and
he trips over, he goes to swing at you, then kind of lets go of Kamui and it begins to go flying and stabs into the wall.
Looks like the student has taught the master.
The thing is that you would expect a samurai to be absolutely unbelievably cool, but samurais have this amazing ability where if they get a natural 20 attack on an enemy, then it's an instant decapitation.
That should not be allowed.
No, it shouldn't, but because there's then these amazing moments where a samurai is versing a dragon, they get a natural 20 on attacking a dragon, and they just cut the dragon's head clean off in a single turn.
That's cool. Like, cool weapons, you can get several of those. Those are magic items, actually. So if you roll on that 20, and then you, I feel like there is one that you just roll on that 20 and you instantly do it. But there's another one that is a much cheaper one. Where if you're rolling that 20, you get to roll another d20. If that d20 is a nat 20, then you chop up a mob, like one of the creatures' limbs.
Okay. Anyway, as a second attack, Leroy's dad is going to unarmed strike him. That is a
Disadvantage.
That is an 18. That is an 18 plus 5.
He must also make another wisdom save.
With
Every time a creature attacks.
the wisdom save is a natural 1. It's your turn, Leroy.
No. Yeah. How sanctuary works is if they fail the wisdom, they cannot attack, so they either must lose the attack or attack a different target. And since it's a 1v1, if they fail the wisdom, they automatically lose the attack.
So, Leroy, it is your turn.
Leroy is just gonna put his arms behind his back and just stand there still, just laughing.
Bro, you're gonna fuck your cat right now? Like, really?
Yep.
Your father turns around and says,
So he might as well just enjoy what he is.
your father turns around and looks at you and is just like, I wouldn't laugh. He's going to use a legendary reaction. He's going to use a legendary reaction. You see a knife is below you.
Turn.
And upon that, does a 23 hit?
Hello.
A 23 does not hit?
Yeah.
23 hits. Does a 23 hit or not?
Can I be heard?
Yeah, you can be heard. Leroy, speak!
There we go.
There you go.
Was lagging again.
23 hits or not?
My AC is 23.
Okay, then it hits.
Advantage though.
Disadvantage, okay.
Also, you forgot to do the freaking
That's 19. So that missed.
wisdom.
I do wisdom after he hits, which is weird. Actually, I should probably stop doing that. Alright, it's your turn again, Leroy.
Leroy is gonna do the same thing as last time and use his action to dodge. Prepare to dodge.
Okay. That is a... That's another 23. He's gonna do wisdom save first. Natural 20. 24.
Yeah, actually.
So now he's going to attack. That's another natural 20.
Really?
And that is a 18.
I feel like you should roll bot, because I don't believe...
Yeah, I'm rolling the bot. I'm rolling the bot from now on.
Really? Yeah, you should.
So are you just gonna constantly keep on making your turns be holding an action?
Yep. How much HP did I... 8? With uncanny dodge is 4.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my turn and tell him, you should probably give up. You're not gonna hit me that well.
Then maybe I should change up my strategy. He is now gonna take his turn and he's gonna throw Kamui.
Maybe you should change your entire level.
Wisdom is a... It is a 18. Second roll is a 20. Not a natural 20, just a 20.
That's the hit, right?
No, that's to get past your sanctuary.
Yeah, he managed the DC.
Okay, cool. Now to hit you. That is a... what is that? 24. And his second roll, natural 20.
Yeah, you should really start rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the bot now. So, what is it? Exclamation point. Roll.
Yeah, roll one
D20.
plus modifier.
D22. Wait a minute, no, it's 2D20. First one is 8, next one's 20. And then 8 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
You actually rolled natural 20. What the hell?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
So the first one is to hit, right? The 8?
Yeah.
The 8 missed.
Okay. But, just let me...
But using a super legendary
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20 damage?
No, this is 20 to hit.
Oh, that missed.
And one more time.
So I take how much damage?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 to hit.
Both of them missed.
Alright, cool. If you're wondering why I did 3 attacks, it's because he threw Kamui, and then Kamui was coming back to him, so it would have hit you twice. And then he did another attack. So that failed miserably.
Does that mean I can...
Oh. I'm gonna make it harder for him.
God, we got like 8 minutes left. This session has 8 minutes left.
It's my turn, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
God damn it.
It gives me +2 to AC.
And double movement. And another action.
Alright, come on, take your turn.
I got a 20 on the second attack, and don't.
Okay.
D6.
So how much damage?
20 damage.
Alright, cool. Upon you slashing him, he immediately falls to the ground. Sword not in hand. Defeated. He turns around, puffing and sighing at the loss of breath, and says, "Well done. I didn't know my own boy could show me up so badly."
It was simple tactics.
But
You leave yourself way too open.
But you didn't. But those were not moves of a samurai's teaching. Where did you learn to fight like that? Who taught you?
I did.
Well, you might be just one of the greatest samurais that our clan has to offer. Mind helping the loser up? He lifts his hand out.
He grabs it.
Do you pull him up?
Yep.
Alright. You pull him up and he says, "I think this deserves a great feast. I'll go and organize it now." I'll just go and... He puts Kamui away on the wall and begins to walk out of the room.
So that was a samurai. He wasn't so great. It was more petty. Now I wonder why he lost.
Damn. Kinda hard.
He is
Yeah.
chaotic evil. He's already gotten his revenge, and he hates the past.
Gee, no wonder you didn't become a samurai.
Yeah, and now you know why I probably blew up the freaking robot.
So, what do you do now?
Nah, just wait.
Yep. You just kind of, just gonna stand there in the room, staring at the wall.
I'm gonna make a potion. I'm gonna look for ingredients.
There's no equipment to do that.
But
The point is that while you are here, you don't have any of the equipment that you had during Algerath.
well, it usually doesn't take that much to make a potion.
But there's no... Okay,
Oh, he's gonna
how do
stare
I
at the
explain
wall.
this?
He's going to stare at the wall.
You stare at the wall all day until dinner. Dinner time arrives, where a maid comes up to you and reminds you that dinner is in a few minutes. She also asks you why you have been staring at the wall for the last few hours.
Just reminiscing about. Just thinking. Nothing much.
She says okay, and walks off, looking at you weirdly.
I don't care about the gays. I just make my way to dinner.
When you finally get to the dinner table, there's a massively overly long table, like amazingly long, where literally every single member of your clan is kneeling at the table, eating, with your father all the way at the other end of the table.
He just silently face palms. When I thought of feast, I thought it was just gonna be a small family dinner.
Nope, the entire clan.
Dude, how are you like really smart, and then you think of the word feast, and then it's like, oh, small family dinner.
Yeah, family feast, but not.
A clan is a family
Clan feast.
Dude, if we're talking feudal Japan, you realize that the whole entire clan is just branches of the same family, right?
Yeah, and a bunch of incest if possible.
Yeah. So, but by definition, this technically counts as a family feast.
And
Okay, we got a minute of this session left.
you just imagine this Leroy blowing everybody up.
Bro, Leroy, just pull a fucking Itachi. Pull an Itachi, bro. It's the right thing to do.
Well, when Kane pulled an Itachi, he got clapped.
What do you mean when Kane pulled an Itachi, he got clapped?
I mean, he hasn't pulled an Itachi. He didn't kill his whole family.
No, but he pulled out every single Minotaur and set him free, and then killed everybody that worked with him.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of right.
Wasn't his family though.
Mm-hmm.
Leroy, this is gonna be like your actual clan. This is literally an Itachi, just with different named people.
Yeah. So what do I have this feast for? All I did was something simple.
This feast is to celebrate your coming of age into a true samurai. Finally becoming a fully fledged member of the clan, and one day possibly leading such a clan.
So is this basically your approval?
In some senses, probably. It's more so a clan tradition passed from samurai to samurai.
Well, if you were gonna say it's for approval, I don't fight for your approval or anyone's. I fight for the freedom of anyone's approval.
You should fight for the
Tactics, you may hate them, I don't care.
The table goes completely silent, watching you.
The old ways will someday just disappear. Just like the previous clan. You know it too well.
The whole clan looks towards your father, which he just sits there, awestruck. Leroy, where is this coming from?
I've seen a few things. Dark things.
Leroy, I think you should sit down.
Should I?
Yes.
Or shouldn't I? You're just a ghost of the past. Oh man.
At that moment, all the samurais stand up. As they move towards you,
They all drawing their blades. No, not kidding.
all of them drawing their blades. They all
The
be
hero prepared his Itachi moments by blowing the f up of the building.
Damn.
as they get closer to you, everything becomes fuzzy. They begin to disappear, and the world around you begins to glow brightly. And with that, that's where this session will end for today. Until the other two are here, where we can finally round out this part of the story.
Oh, I really wanted to pull in Itachi.
I really should have. I planned this moment so flippin' hard, and I tried to make it best to make it as obvious what you need to do as possible so that I wouldn't have to point it out. I failed with Kane, and what I probably should have done was take you all into a separate chatting room to do these moments separately so then you all didn't hear each other's answer.
Oh, Leroy literally used what his situation gave him.
I'm so flippin' bad.
You know, actually, you kind of saved that with the whole king thing. You did a nice save, not gonna lie. Not a nice save. It actually worked out.
You did it. Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
really, props to you. Yeah, props to you.
Thank you very much. I try very hard at this.
You
Anyway,
actually pulled that back. It even made sense in the end. Fucking my actions actually made sense too.
anyway,
My actions kind of make sense since I used what he read at the beginning, the fog, and the new setting.
Anyway, for this specific session, I'm not going to ask what I should have done better and what you guys' favorite part was, because I'm going to save that for when everybody has gone through their mist. So for now, I'm just going to say my goodbyes. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all did enjoy it. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to see more awesome and amazing videos there, just like this one right here. Our adventurers are currently going through their own version of a dream that they wish could come true. But the question is, with the two adventurers that haven't seen the answers of Leroy, Kane, and Fang Pru, will they accept their fantasy, or will they reject it? Fang Pru, Kane, and Leroy are not allowed to tell them to reject it. You guys are not allowed to cheat.
I'm not telling anybody. I'm gonna see the chaos unfold and enjoy the moment.
Good. This next one's gonna actually work. So, until next time, thanks again for watching. Say goodbye, my lovely adventurers.
Goodbye.
With only two people. This game is over.
Game